So what was it about me that made you feel like, yeah, I can give this a try, even though long distance was not
Mm.
your thing? What was your first impression of me? Be honest. Like
Mm.
when you saw me for the first time, was it hard to translate the love you're already feeling for me over the phone, online, to the physical? Hi guys, welcome back to another episode on this long distance relationship series.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I am with my lovely husband. In our last video, I told you guys that we're going to talk about our long distance love story.
Mm.
And I decided to kind of be the host of this particular episode by asking you,
Mm.
my darling husband,
Okay. Okay. Bring
some
it on. Let's
questions.
go.
Yes, so guys, he doesn't know what the questions are. I didn't want to tell him before time because I wanted his answers to be authentic. So without further ado, let's jump right into
Into
the
it.
video. Okay, so this first question is a twofold question. So the first
Okay.
question is, before we met, before we started our long distance relationship, did you think that long distance relationships were for you? And did you even think that people could successfully meet somebody and get married to the person off a long distance relationship?
Mm. Well, long distance relationship. I don't think it was my thing
From the get go.
from the get go, but as time went on, I figured that okay, my relationship is objective. This is what I want out of it.
Mm,
So I'd already, envisioned in my mind that okay, this is how it's gonna go.
yeah,
You know, from talking to taking it a notch forward,
for
and then you know, one step leads you to another.
so what was it about me that made you feel like, yeah, I can give this a try, even though long distance was not
Mm.
your thing?
Okay, the good thing about the long distance was that we got talking.
Yeah.
So talking with no distractions,
Mm,
no butterflies,
mm,
and all that made me understand you.
yeah.
You know, as a person.
Mm.
So I saw some qualities in you that
It was worth it for you.
yeah, was worth it for me, and I was like, oh, okay, this is worth it. Doing the long distance with you was worth it. So I decided
So
to
give it a
give it
go.
a chance. You
Okay.
know.
Not bad. Let's go on to the next question. In general, how was your long distance dating experience? Like, were there moments where you're like, oh shit, why did I give this long distance? I know obviously I'm amazing, so like it was not about me. But like the long distance, how was just the experience of long distance for you?
Okay.
And if sorry, like as I'm talking, I'm just remembering more questions, like two full questions to ask you. And if maybe long distance with me didn't work, do you think it's something you'd have given a chance again to?
Okay.
So how was the experience and would you have given it a chance again?
Okay. The experience was quite. It was a good experience. I
Mm,
think it depends on the individual you're having long distance relationship with,
yeah,
and then being that we got talking at
yeah,
first,
mm,
so it made me anticipate to
yeah,
want to meet you in person.
yeah.
That was the thing. So it was like we couldn't wait to see each
To
other.
see each other.
Finally, and after we were being introduced. You
Yes.
know, over the phone.
Yes, you guys have watched my How We Met
Yeah.
video. I
So
actually have filmed it
yeah,
alone.
so I was not first exposed to you
Yes,
physically. I was
physically,
exposed to you
my mind,
mentally.
mentally. So it
So we
made
got,
us connect.
yes. So we were looking forward to seeing each other, and
Mm,
then when we got to see each other,
a banger.
it was wholesome. It was wholesome, and then we looked forward to seeing each other
Each other,
again.
yes. Remember when we used to count down and like he didn't used to count the day he's coming as one of the days. So let's say if it's the no, it was me that didn't used to count the days. So like I'll be
Okay.
saying it's 12 days, he'll be saying it's 13 days remaining. I was
Yeah.
so
Trying to
annoyed.
encourage me to say,
I used to be like
mm,
12 days more and he's like, babe, it's 13 days. Yes, I'm coming back on Friday, count Friday. Anyway, it was really good. And for me, I would say I enjoyed the long distance, but at some point it was just daunting because it felt like a never ending thing. Like
yeah.
I knew it was going to come to an end and we are going to be together, but it was like, God, when this seems like such a long ride.
How long did we date before we got married?
So we had like a 5 month talking phase,
Okay, okay.
February, like ending of January to June. And
Mm.
then we dated from June to December, so about 6, 7 months. And then 7 months after that, we were married.
You see,
So
it
let's
was
say
objective.
it was objective.
It
It
was not
was
long
it
term.
was progressive. So it was not like the kind of thing where you don't even know. Oh, should I?
Mm.
I always say this. Whenever you have to like second guess yourself with a guy, he probably doesn't like you,
That's
or
right.
even if he does, maybe he's not ready to marry. And if you're ready to
You're going to
marry,
see progress
yes,
when
and if
you're dating
you are
someone.
ready to marry, you should date somebody that is actually ready to marry. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think you should force a
You
guy
should
to
be on
want to
the same
marry you.
page. Yeah.
Yes, and that's just what
Ask
works
the right
for us.
questions.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Okay,
Mm.
so this next question. So we have already mentioned that we were speaking for 5 months before we actually physically saw and started dating. So what was your first impression of me? Be honest. Like
Mm.
when you saw me for the first time. Like when we saw, I had come to pick you from where you were dropped off of, and just that
Okay.
first day, just observing me, like, yeah, this is the girl I've been talking to. Like, what was your impression?
Yeah, usually, my mind was like, wow, she's beautiful, stuff like that, you
Yeah,
know, nothing much,
it
you
was
know,
just nice.
you're just beautiful, like
Yeah.
even look better in person,
Mm.
you know,
Mm,
because
mm, mm.
camera, she's not like, oh, showy
Yes,
stuff,
I'm not flashy, and I'm
no
not. I
flashy.
don't take body pictures like to accentuate any part.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so,
yeah,
cool.
it's cool.
Well, you're all right yourself. Not too bad. All right, next question. So, was it hard to translate the love you're already feeling for me over the phone, online, to the physical? Like, because sometimes some people can be scared that, I've been talking to this guy over the phone. I'm scared that when we physically meet, it's not gonna feel like the same. And actually, I've seen stories of people that were all lovey-dovey over the phone, but when they
When it
met
gets,
physically, there was actually no chemistry. So,
oh, really?
were you scared at any point that, what if this is just like a catfish, or
Mm.
this is not going to be real?
Nah, I never felt that way.
Yeah.
I'm always a confident person, so yeah, and I'm always a real person. So I'm not
Mm.
trying to, from get go when we were talking, I never tried to put any fake
In
persona.
persona
So when we met, I
was
was
also.
relaxed. I think it's only when you have you are fake from the
Mm.
answer. You try to keep up with being fake. So, but
Yeah.
when you're authentic, when you're real with the person from the get go,
Yeah.
you don't have anything to
To worry
to
about.
worry
I
about.
just
You just
remember
flow.
the first time when we met. I think we went straight to the mall to eat, and then you were holding my hands, and like it felt nice, but at the same time I was like, God, should this feel this nice? Because like I'm like, yes, this
Mm.
guy is about to be my boyfriend because we're dating the next day, but like, should we be this like cozy with each other? Like I felt that way a
Mm.
bit because I was like, yes, but the reality is that this is actually the person you're seeing. This person should you be holding
Mm.
hands with somebody you're just meeting.
You
But
have to be a gentleman too now.
uh,
If you don't do that too, it look like okay, you're not even romantic and
so
stuff.
you came with your
Well,
one or two tricks.
I don't know if it's a trick, but
It was
but but
nice.
but we know what we're doing. This is
Yeah,
what we're working towards. So
meant business.
women business. So
So this next question is, how were you able to trust that I wasn't a fluke? Like, how were you able to trust that everything I was telling you over the phone was real, was true? Because some people are like, what if this guy is just lying? What if this girl is just lying? What if she's not everything she seems to, like she portrays? Like, how were you able to trust? Because to be honest, I was just answering your questions. I was just saying, what if I was a liar? What if
I,
I was
I
lying?
think I think real recognizes real.
Her.
That's just it. From your consistency
Yeah.
in the way you talk, the way you do your things, your actions.
Mm,
Proves it over
mm,
time. You,
yeah.
if not, if you were fake, you're just gonna know when
Yeah.
somebody's trying to impress or somebody's trying to be what they are
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. For me, I think my rule of thumb is that if you're a fake person, you won't even know that you're attracting a fake person, but you're going to realize it
Absolutely.
over time. Yeah. So maybe it's not even so much as real recognizes real. It's more like people are attracted to their kind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So you're just attracted to your type of person. You
yeah.
are my
Yeah.
type of person. I'm your type of person. So we
Absolutely.
just kind of, yeah. So usually you see two badly behaved people like married. That's how I see it,
Hmm.
sha. Except the person was just naive. But usually people attract their own kind. It was just something in our spirits, I think, that was just agreeing with everything you said and could tell
Absolutely.
that yes, this person is for real and not a fluke. Did you at any point get scared that you were making a decision over somebody you hadn't really like spent so much
Time.
physical time? We had spent so much time, but not physical, because I can remember clearly that there were some people, some of your friends that actually like were advising you like, oh, why don't I come and like stay with you for a bit so that you can kind of like gauge. I know, like I'm not trying to say they're bad people. It's maybe just from experience. Some people hearing
Mm.
things like, "Oh, this person got married to someone she had not met before. What she saw or what he saw in this marriage, you know." So I am not blaming them, but did you at any point feel scared? Like, should I,
Not
maybe,
at all. I think that when you get to talking with someone
yeah,
and then you progress
mm,
from talking just as friends
yeah,
to actually having a relationship with them, seeking their consent,
mm,
to being in a
relationship with
relationship
you,
that's leading to marriage,
mm,
they'll begin to, open up more to you.
yeah,
They don't necessarily have to come to your house to live in
yeah,
your house.
yeah,
It's not in our own moral upbringing to for you
to
to be
do
living in a
that.
house with a
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
or a
Because it
girl.
just exposes you to
Yes,
more sin,
yeah,
more finish. The probability of getting married truncates because what's the
exactly.
motivation?
It's just
Nothing.
like the lady you are in a relationship with doesn't have
Yeah.
to cook for you before you know that she's
I
wife
said it in one
material.
of my videos. I
You
was
know.
like, sometimes you don't need to convince a guy by cooking for him. Sometimes let
Mm-hmm.
him just watch you do your thing. So it's like we'll do video calls and you see me cook.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I'm saying, oh, see, I'm cooking now, this is how I'm cooking for you. No. But something in your subconscious is registering that this girl is homely.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And funny enough, like I think I said in that video that even like there was one girl that was like telling me happy birthday on WhatsApp and she was like, I love how homely you are. Like even people that
Mm-hmm.
are not guys recognize that, oh, this girl is homely. And I was
Mm-hmm.
not doing it because of anybody. I just like
Mm-hmm.
taking care of
Yeah.
myself and by extension
That's
anybody
right.
that I love. That's
That's right.
just
And another thing is be prayerful too. So God
yes,
also
leads you.
reveals certain things to you about the person you are,
Yeah.
trying to be in a relationship with.
Yeah, a certain
You know.
prayer that I will advise people to pray is God. If this is not for me, reveal it. Like don't hold on to something.
Mhm.
Anytime you feel so scared, like you want to hold on to something so bad, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe there's something there in your spirit already recognizing some sort of
Exactly.
red light, some sort of
You see the
danger.
signs.
Yeah, so just like
Don't allow emotions, block
yeah.
those things.
Yeah. So I'm like, God, if this is not your will, take
Mm.
it away. Scatter
People
it.
tend to downplay the importance of God, the God factor
That is so
in a
important.
relationship.
So important, honestly. And you
I think I
shouldn't.
think if people want to be
Be true.
successful about something,
Yes.
look at global best practices of that thing
Mm.
and see people who have succeeded in that thing
Yeah.
and find out what did they do to be
To be
successful at that
successful.
thing.
Yeah.
If you look at people who are successful in marriages,
Mm.
look at what is the center of their marriage. God.
God.
Look at it. God,
Hmm.
like go and confirm.
Yes. It's
It's
God
there.
that is the center. Then there are other things like love, commitment, respect,
Exactly. Because if you have
consistency.
God, you will do
The
the other things,
yes, yes, it's just the fruits,
just it.
really. All right, so these are my questions. If you want to like mix this with the how we met video, it will give you a fuller picture of like our love
Hmm.
story. So make sure you watch that video. It will give you context for this one. And for those of you considering long distance relationship, I hope that this really helps. It will be cute, but nah, let's
Mm.
start.
Nah, I want us to be inside the video. Love you things. Man, have you clicked the record?
Yes, I have.
Please permit me to take 10 seconds of your time. If you love the value offered so far in this video, please do me the greatest favor. Please join the 15% of viewers that are currently subscribed to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. It helps us tremendously to send this positive message to the rest of the world.